Hi, and welcome back to the online study of preparing for PPA certification. We're now on section C of digital post-production. It's a pretty short section, so let's get right into it. Section C says, create or employ a color management system. Now there's 4 items on the exam from this very short section. Number 1 says, knowledge of monitor calibration and viewing characteristics. Monitor calibration is the process of setting up your monitor so that you get an accurate rendition of the colors from your digital file on your monitor. The idea behind it is that hopefully your lab has also calibrated their monitor so that what you're seeing on your screen and the interpretation of the colors is exactly what they see on their screen, so that there's no surprises when you get your images back. I've often taught Photoshop classes, and one of the things that we do early on is we all open up the same image on our screens, and I have everyone walk to the back of the room to survey all of the monitors in the room. What you see is pretty shocking, really. There is a never-ending difference among how dark, how bright, how dim, how green, how blue, how yellow those images are. I mean, it is a rainbow of options. And so my question to the class is always, well, which monitor is right? Because you see, we get lured into thinking our monitor in front of us is telling us the truth. But unless you've calibrated your monitor, chances are really good it is not telling you the truth, and you're going to be pretty shocked once you've calibrated your monitor. Monitor calibration is a 2-step process that involves both calibration and profiling. Now, monitor calibration is simply setting up your monitor to standardize known values for various settings such as brightness, contrast, white point, black point, gamma, and luminance. Now, if I were you, I would know the definition of both gamma and luminance. Gamma is how quickly shades change from black to white. Luminance is the amount of light emitted from the monitor. As you know, ultimately, we're looking at our images backlit, so you don't want that monitor too bright or too dim. Profiling is the process of measuring the color output of your monitor against a known, standardized set of colors. This is done with a colorimeter or a spider that reads swatches on your computer screen. The software knows the values of the various color swatches, and it puts it through a whole series of swatches, and that reader measures each and every one of those swatches against the known value of those swatches. And so where they don't read exactly as they're known to be, then those adjustments are made through the software and put into this monitor profile. This monitor profile is embedded into your digital images so that color managed software such as Photoshop and Lightroom can translate the colors from one device to the next. It's recommended that we do monitor calibration about once a month. In the same way that monitors differ in the way they translate the numerical value of color, so too do printers. There's nothing worse than having an image that looks great on your screen that looks terrible once you've printed it out on your printer at home. The way you get the printer to understand and see the colors exactly the way you want them to appear as you see them on your screen is done through something called an ICC profile. ICC profiles are used to standardize the values of color between a printer and a monitor so that the two closely match up. So that's it for this section. It's short, it's sweet, but there's 4 questions in there. In my mind, this section is probably mostly definitions. I would understand the definition of calibration and the fact that it's a 2-step process, both calibration and profiling, but pay attention to the definition of luminance and gamma. Remember, calibration and profiling is how you adjust how you see color on your screen, but the ICC profiles adjusts how your printer translates that color so that it delivers to you proper and accurate color. Well, that's it for section C. On to section D.